to receive and to advancing reconciliation through meaningful actions in our everyday and professional pursuits. We recognize the invaluable presence and traditional knowledge of Indigenous peoples who contribute to the fabric of this land today.
We have a very special guest for you today who will be performing O Canada. I'm very excited to welcome the incredibly talented Brianna Monterosso, one of our very own Region of Waterloo paramedics. In addition to saving lives in our community, Brianna recently captured the spotlight on America's Got Talent. So at this time, if you're still able to, please stay standing for the national anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, and all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Wow, okay, thank you. Please be seated. Welcome to family, friends, and our distinguished guests today. As noted in some of your ceremony programs, you'll see that Commander Ann Bettles was originally scheduled to be our Master of Ceremonies today. Ann has played a significant role in the success of our community paramedic program, and while unforeseen circumstances has prevented her from joining us today, I thought her contributions and leadership certainly deserves recognition. Again, thank you all for being here to share this proud and meaningful moment. These recruits have just spent the last 4 weeks in an intensive onboarding process to prepare them for their future as a paramedic here in the region of Waterloo. This ceremony also coincides with our 25th anniversary. On December 2nd, 2000, the region of Waterloo officially assumed responsibility for emergency medical services, with the merge of Cambridge Memorial Hospital Ambulance and Kitchener-Waterloo Region Ambulance. So these recruits are joining a team that is celebrating their 25th anniversary, 25 years of compassionate care, which is a tremendous milestone. So while I have not been around for quite 25 years, I can tell you one of the keys to a long and successful career in paramedicine is quite simple. Keep your sense of humor intact. We are very pleased to welcome Chair Karen Redmond this afternoon, who will bring greetings and welcoming remarks on behalf of the Council and the region of Waterloo. Karen Redmond is currently serving her second term as Chair of the region of Waterloo, having first been elected in 2018 and re-elected in 2022. In addition to this role, she also serves as Chair of the Board of Health and the Waterloo Regional Police Services Board. So please join me in warmly welcoming Chair Karen Redmond.
I thought if I scooted up here real fast, you wouldn't have to hear my whole bio. I can't tell you what a pleasure it is to be here and welcome you to this important event today, recognizing our 23 newest paramedic recruits who received their hard-earned epaulettes today. Each of them is joining a team dedicated to providing compassionate care to residents in their times of need. I want to start by welcoming my fellow council members, and I hope that it impresses you how many of us made it here today. This is such an important event for all of us. I am joined by my colleague Chantel Hunick, Sandy Schatz, Jim Erb, Joe Gowing, Pam Wolf, and Matt Rodriguez. Sue Foxton sends her regrets. She had every intention of being here, but she said her car died. I want to thank my colleagues for being here today to honor these newest members of the Waterloo Regional Paramedic Services. These newest recruits will make a significant impact on service delivery and all the well-being of paramedic services. They support 2 new 12-hour ambulances coming on board December the 1st to help stabilize the workforce and support full-time paramedics to have some much-deserved time off. The hiring of these recruits and the additional resources we have coming into place help us meet the goals of our strategic plan to deliver equitable services and opportunities and build a resilient and future-ready organization. This ceremony is one of the important milestones in celebrating today. Just last week, on December 3rd, was the 25th anniversary of when the region took over the responsibility for land ambulance and service from the province. On behalf of my council colleagues, please accept our sincere congratulations on reaching this service milestone. We are so proud of our paramedic services and the role that paramedics play and staff play in supporting the health in Waterloo region. The other milestone to celebrate is a long-anticipated implementation of the Medical Priority Dispatch System at the Ministry of Health Dispatch Service. This new system, which came online December 4th, I'm going to repeat that, December 4th, that's like yesterday, will be more accurately able to prioritize 911 calls and ensure the right resource is sent to the right patient at the right time. Before closing, I would like to acknowledge all those who made today possible. There's an entire team behind this recruit class, and I know that Sean Anderson led this onboarding and is one of the proud papas in the audience. They're focused on providing the support and guidance needed to be healthy and confident paramedics. Many of those team members are here today, and I wish to acknowledge the family members and loved ones who are also with us, and others who could not be with us today. I know that you are proud of your recruit, and that your recruit is here today because of your support and love. To the recruit class, please accept my heartfelt welcome and thank you to you for joining Paramedic Services team. We know you will provide excellent and compassionate care to our residents and services in their times of need. Again, thank you, and this is a day to celebrate.
Thank you. That was really special. We will now proceed with the presentation of the epaulets, a tradition that symbolizes the readiness and accomplishments of our recruitment class and publicly recognizes the significant responsibility now entrusted to this incoming group of paramedics. I'd like to invite our reviewing party, Dr. Wong and Dr. Miller, as well as Chief Riches, to please come forward to receive the epaulets from our honor guard. While everyone gets situated, I thought it would be a good time to share with you some of the history surrounding our epaulets. An epaulet is an ornamental shoulder piece, most often used to denote rank and classification within an organization. Most emergency services in Canada wear epaulets, and the Paramedic Chiefs of Canada have agreed upon a national standardization. These epaulets consist of a red maple leaf with a rod of sorry, when you're so worried about mispronouncing a word, it really gets to you. Asclepius, the Greek god of healing and medicine, surrounded by laurel wreaths and the provincial flower, ours being the trillium. There's also 1 silver bar noting primary care paramedic and 2 silver bar noting advanced care paramedics. So guests are welcome to take photos from their seats. However, we kindly ask that you remain seated during the presentation. Official photographs will be taken and shared with the recruits following the ceremony. It's my pleasure to now invite training specialist Sean Anderson to announce each paramedic. Sean has had the privilege of following these new recruits through their journey. I have no doubt that he is proud seeing everyone come from their nervous smiles on day one to wearing their uniforms and out on the truck. So the recruits will be called forward one at a time to the center to receive their epaulets. Okay?
Thanks, Julie. Sam Brosina. Ethan Butson. Derek Porter. Jessica Bruce. Cameron Talbot. Rylan Cormier. Picture. Blake Morey. Emily Silbernagel. Ella Wooters. Robert Cardinali. Michael Pilardi. Keegan Williams. Daniel Musselman. Rose Bullock. Ryan Paredes. Jacob Shepard. Nicole Dam. Chance Anjakoneb. Oh. Yep. My bad. Sorry, guys. Chelsea Rhoda Matthews. Whoops.
It's all right. Thank you so much.
Curveball.
Thank you.
Hannah Day. Cyril Cardwell. Justin Pollard. Alex Silkowski.
Here, I'm going to help you. Congratulations to each of you, and thank you for our reviewing party and Sean. You can now wear those epaulets with pride and purpose. I would now like to welcome Dr. Wong, Commissioner and Medical Officer of Health for Public Health and Paramedic Services for the region of Waterloo. Oh, I know you're trying to cut me off right now, but I have a little bit more reading to do. To share a few words with the recruit class, Dr. Wong has been a vital leader within our organization, providing unwavering guidance and support to paramedic services throughout its journey. She has played a key role in the significant growth of resources that support our programs and the community we serve. So please join me in warmly welcoming Dr. Shuli Wong.
Thank you. I feel honored to be here today to congratulate our new paramedics on achieving their epaulets. You have chosen a career of service to your fellow residents and neighbors. Every day and at all hours, you work tirelessly to protect us and take care of us when we need it the most. Your work requires not only specialized skills and a broad set of competencies, but also perseverance and courage in the face of ever-changing circumstances and challenges. Even though the pandemic is in the rear-view mirror, the strain that the healthcare system is under has never been more visible. The needs of our community continue to grow, as evidenced through the growing call volumes and the increased complexity of calls. There are no lull periods for paramedic services. As you go about helping our residents, how you provide your services is also critical. Your professionalism and the people skills you demonstrate every shift garners trust and gratitude. Being a paramedic requires the whole package: competency, courage, and compassion. That is why residents hold paramedic services in high regard, and why paramedics are one of the most respected professions in the country. Congratulations on your achievement. I hope you feel very proud of your accomplishment. I feel privileged to be able to share this moment with you. Thank you for choosing to serve our community, and I wish you all my very best. Before I close, I would also like to say a special thank you to Sean and all of you who have supported our newest recruits to achieve this milestone. Whether you work on the front lines or behind the scenes to enable the front lines, thank you for equipping them to provide a critical service to our community and for being a shining example for them of the best in paramedic services. Thank you and congratulations again.
We are truly honored to have Dr. Miller, our medical director, say a few words. Dr. Paul Miller is an emergency physician at Hamilton General Hospital and serves with the Center for Paramedic Education and Research. He is actively involved in paramedic medical oversight, education, and quality improvement, and is a strong advocate for paramedics. Dr. Miller's passion for the profession is evident in his dedication to evidence-informed practice, education, and collaborative relationships between paramedicine and emergency medicine. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Paul Miller.
It's always an honor. You're going to hear that from all of us who come to this podium and from the front rows of the crowd that's here. We're here for you, right? You see everybody dolled up in all of their finery. And it's because we are so proud of the work that you've done. And we have such ambition about the promise that you bring. As the new recruit class, in fact, all paramedics, because of a quirk in Ontario law, work under my medical license, which means you and I, individually, will have a very deep and meaningful professional relationship for as long as you remain a paramedic and as long as I remain behind this podium. And it's something that I take very seriously. It's something that all the physicians that work with and for you take very seriously. And it's because the work that you do is so impactful, right? It's so technical and it's difficult. And we want to be there to back you up when you need us. I think you're really lucky. Now, I say that in every municipality I go to. CPER, the base hospital, has about 9 of them. And so, but it's nowhere more true than in the region of Waterloo, right? Where you made a good choice in coming and working here. You have a strong leadership team. You have a really ambitious regional program to get ready for 1 million people. And to be a paramedic in this moment, with the degree of change that's coming, is a really exciting thing, I think. And you can see it in the back wall, right, 25 years on, just how far you've come. And the profession is about to, I think, to take a quantum leap. It's a really exciting time for me, and I hope it's an exciting time for you as well. And I think it can be a little overwhelming, right? You're going to hear about wellness today. You're going to hear about keeping yourself safe. You're going to hear about all the professional obligations you have in a community that's got big expectations for you. It can be a lot. And so I want to offer to you what I think is a hack. So although I'm not a paramedic, I do spend a lot of time surrounded by paramedics. And I think I've learned something about your profession and the people that I look up to that are paramedics. And they all have a thing. They have one thing that keeps them grounded. It's usually a professional thing, although I learned today it can also be crushing the national anthem as a thing. But generally the paramedics that we look up to, that I look up to, have an area of expertise that's deeper and that they're more committed to than the person who's sitting beside you. It can be big, lofty things like professionalism or cardiac physiology. It can be little things like, how do I communicate to children? How do I advocate for a woman when she needs my help? It can be lofty goals, they can be small goals, but it's something that that individual reads about, thinks about, right? Knows that they're expert in, and it seems to keep them grounded in the rest of the practice of paramedicine. It seems to keep them safe in a way, keeps them resilient in a way that sometimes their colleagues don't have. And now's a great time to pick your thing, right? You're fresh out of those textbooks, you're about to embark on a new career, you're still in a very learning phase, but you've been exposed to most of paramedicine by this stage. It's a great time to pick your thing. And picking your thing also comes with picking your people, right? The other people who like your thing. And so those are people that are going to be of like mind. And so I encourage you to go find your thing, get good at it, bring it to work with you every day. Ask that devastating question from the floor that makes the chief reflect on what he's doing in terms of his leadership of this group or your base hospital, right? It's the reason that ketamine is in your bags. It's the reason that oxytocin is coming, right? Or is here. It's the reason that changes are happening at the senior levels is because of frontline paramedics who ask the good question, who have a thing that they sink their teeth into and can convince the rest of us that it's important. And so in closing, I've sort of come off my notes here a little bit. I think I've really said it all. I think you have a unique opportunity. And I really hope that you see it, that you seize it, that you do keep yourself safe through all of this, that you know that there's a room full of people here to support you, and all you need to do is ask. Congratulations, everybody. I'm looking forward to talking to you on the phone.
Representing the voice of the graduating class, please join me in welcoming our valedictorian, Rose Bullock. Rose has consistently demonstrated leadership, dedication, and commitment, and was honored to be selected by her classmate as their valedictorian.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rose. If I fumble or choke a little bit, please forgive me. This is not what I went to college for. Thank you to all of my classmates for giving me the chance to say a few words, hopefully kind of in the spirit of what we're all thinking and feeling. Becoming a paramedic is a very long, expensive, and difficult journey, which can be hard to appreciate if you or a loved one has not been through it. But simply by the fact that you are all here, I know that either you or a loved one has been through it. Being a paramedic is a job, yes, but also bigger than a job. Our community needs us, our training, our education, our clinical judgment, and the people in our community have high expectations for us, as they should. They expect our attention, our compassion, our expertise, and our judgment. They expect us to leave them in a better place than we found them. When people don't know what to do, when they're hurt or sick, when they're scared, they call us. We see people all day, every day, having the worst moments of their lives, whatever that looks like for them, whether it's a lift assist, a car crash, or even a cardiac arrest. We are a face and a name in the worst chapters of people's lives, and that is a huge responsibility. But it is also a huge privilege. No one is born a paramedic, but I do believe that people who become paramedics have something a little bit different about them, for better or for worse. Call it a spark or a desire or even a calling, but I believe that we are born curious, stubborn as all get out, and we're born wanting to help. When other people turn away, we turn toward. We help where we can and we heal where we can, and where we can't, we stay. We comfort and we try. We hold hands and make tea, and we just keep trying. Again and again, over and over. Insert something here about, the definition of insanity being doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. But whether we don't know how something is going to turn out or whether we know we're going to fail, we still try. Despite what some people may think, paramedic is not a job that you choose once. Yes, there are those of us who have always known they want to be in the back of an ambulance, or who can't imagine doing anything else, who have dreamed of this right here for years and years, but this is not a position earned through dreaming and wanting. It is a position earned through doing. Every time we wanted to sleep and instead we flipped the page in our textbook, every time our friends texted us they were going out and we stayed in to study, every time we were hungry because it was lunchtime and we ran one more scenario, That was us choosing this job. We have chosen to be here not once or twice, but dozens, if not hundreds of times. Choosing this job isn't behind us, though, just because we have the position now. When we steal the best moments, all our fun calls and funny calls, and we tuck them away for later. When we know we'll fail, but we try anyway, because we have to go home at the end of the shift and look ourselves in the mirror and say that we did everything we could, even if there are tears in our eyes while we're saying it. When we reach out for help after a bad shift, and when we make time for the friends and family who are here with us today, that's us still choosing this job. As I said before, we spend all day, every day, seeing other people's emergencies. We see people at their absolute worst, when they're angry, sad, stressed, whatever it is. They can be frustrating, they can be rude, sometimes even aggressive. And on the days when everything goes wrong, it can be easy to go home wondering why we chose this job in the first place. Sometimes we think our kindness is missed, our compassion is wasted, or our efforts go unnoticed. When my grandfather was nearing the end of his life, he was often too weak to get off the floor when he fell, even with my grandmother's help. She didn't know who else to call, so she called the paramedics. When my brother was found in a ditch next to his wrecked car, confused and bleeding, someone called the paramedics. When my father died unexpectedly in my childhood home, my mother called the paramedics. We are now the paramedics that show up to this region's grandparents, brothers, and fathers. I want you to know your kindness is not missed. Your compassion is not wasted, and your efforts to save a loved one, to heal a loved one, will forever be a comfort to people like me. In this moment, let me be a voice for your patients and their families. Thank you for your dedication and your kindness and the work you've put in, for the time you've spent practicing your skills and perfecting your craft. Thank you for the sleepless nights and the missed holidays, for the long hours that you are spending away from your friends and family so that you can save mine. You don't understand the difference you make. To finish up, I just want to thank a few people, to the training specialists, our preceptors, everyone who has helped us along the journey. Thank you for your patience with our endless questions, for your support and guidance and feedback. To our colleagues as we begin our journey as a career, whether it's as a career or whether it's just in this region, thank you for your patience with us and your tips and tricks. Thank you for taking the time to make us better paramedics. To our friends and family, thank you for listening to us complain and whine for years and years about homework and lift tests and base hospital testing, and thank you for your endless encouragement. Thank you for making time to celebrate with us today. And lastly, to my fellow new hires, congratulations. We have chosen one of the most frustrating, most confusing, most heartbreaking, most wonderful, most rewarding, and most human jobs that there is. Let's keep choosing it.
Thank you, Rose. That was fantastic, and thank you for sharing your personal stories. That made it just so much more meaningful. All right, it's time to welcome someone who truly needs no introduction, Paramedic Chief John Riches. Sorry, this is my moment. You nervous? Okay, all right, okay. Chief Riches works tirelessly to balance budgets, uphold policies, support staff development, and keep the service moving forward, evolving and adapting to the changing needs of our patients, with maybe the occasional "I need Lisa" moment. His leadership is grounded in professionalism, steady guidance, and a genuine commitment to our people, the health and resiliency of our paramedics, and the communities we serve. He brings clarity in complex moments and unwavering support for this paramedic service. Please join me in welcoming someone who might actually like the spotlight more than me, Chief Paramedic Services, John Riches.
Good for you. I promise I'll get you back for that. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I'd like to start by just giving a bit of an apology for the little bit of chaos that occurred before we got started today. As you all experienced, and my team is experiencing on a daily basis right now, Fire Tower Road has been torn up for some critical service work that's needed. Wasn't anticipated when we picked this date, but we got through it, and for those of you that had to wait and struggled with some of the parking, I sincerely apologize for that. That was not intended. But we're all here now, and with me speaking, I'm one of the last to speak, so that means we're almost done as well. It's a truly special occasion today, and welcome to each and every one of you for joining our team as paramedics. Rose, I normally later in my speech thank the valedictorian, but I'm going to start with you, Rose, because that was a truly mic drop moment, and they don't happen very much, and I'm choking up because your words mean so much to all of us, so thank you for that. To Regional Chair Karen Redmond and all our regional councillors that are here today, your presence today reflects the strong support we have from Regional Council, and thank you so much for being here today. To Commissioner Medical Officer of Health, Dr. Shu Li Wong, and our Medical Director from the Centre for Pre-Hospital Education and Research, Dr. Paul Miller, thank you for serving as reviewing officers today and your words, and for your unwavering commitment to paramedic excellence. A special thank you to Pipe Major of the Royal Highland Fusiliers of Canada, Mike Reed, who stepped in today at the last minute to act as our piper when our in-house pipers were not available. Mike, thank you very much. It was lovely today. Thank you. I see some people at the back from our QP 5191 executive. I think paramedic Jeff Burlett is here. There he is right there, representing 519 executive. And for all the people from 5191, thank you for supporting our newest staff as they begin their careers. And to our colleagues from Public Health, Human Resources, Finance, Fleet Facilities, and to our partners from Waterloo Regional Police and our local fire services, your collaboration, your presence here today, and your collaboration ensures we deliver compassionate, high-quality care to our community. We deeply value our shared purpose to serve residents with respect and to ensure the right emergency resource responds to the right call for the right reasons. You've already heard some thank yous, so you'll have to bear with me as I thank some other people. This day does not happen without the tireless efforts from so many people here in the room, so I'm just going to highlight a few. To Acting Superintendent C.J. Leclerc, our training specialists Nathan Hughes, Sean Anderson, and Joe Tron, and Andrew Simmons, and our service instructors who supported this class, Jessica Side, Robin Forrestal, and Deb Baker. Thank you for your dedication to recruiting and orientation. Today is the visible result of that hard work, and I hope you're very proud. To Honor Guard Paramedic Kevin Cooper, the administration team led by Lisa Lane, who is actually the real chief of this service, although she'll deny it, and Commander Brian Teed and our logistics team, thank you for organizing today's event. You guys don't know what it takes to turn this working operational garage into a ceremonial space, and it is a building we're extremely proud of and we're happy to host here. It's really meaningful to us to host these events here rather than off-site. But that doesn't happen without the tireless work of the logistics team. They were sweeping and squeegeing floors earlier today, doing all these different things. So thank you for all that work. To Superintendent Lowe, I will get you back, but thank you for keeping us on schedule and adding humor to the day. Very, very good job, and for stepping in at the last minute as well. Thank you. And to QA Specialist Melody Ryerson, where are you hiding, Melody? There we are. Thank you for delivering the land acknowledgement. I've already singled out Rose. Thank you again for your comments. And later on, Paramedic Rylan Cormier will be delivering our EMS prayer, so thank you for stepping up to do that. As you've already heard today, on December 3rd, 2025, so just last week, we celebrated the 25th anniversary of the paramedic service here, when the region assumed responsibility for land ambulance from the province. And that, for people who weren't here, that was a momentous evolutionary shift in a land ambulance service delivery for the community and for residents. Most residents don't know about it. That's okay that they don't know, but for those of us that were here working in the system when it happened, it was a momentous shift, because before we reported either directly or indirectly up through the province, and you never really knew who was responsible for what, and you never really knew if you were going to get resources or any of those things. And now that we are supported by regional councillor and directly report to regional councillor through Dr. Wong, that means we know exactly who we report to and exactly who we're accountable to, which is the community. And so it's really, really significant. For those of you that were alive and present 25 years ago, imagine what the region looked like back then. It was a far, far different place, and there's a table at the back of the room that you can look and see some photos from over the years. Some of them are older than 25 years, but some of them are from 25 years ago. One of the things that's important to point out as our service grows and evolves is we currently have on staff 22 members who are here, who are working today, who are here 25 years ago when the region took over. Some of them are here in the audience today. They're a little old, maybe long in the tooth, we'll call them, but they're very, very good at what they do. Some of them are frontline paramedics. Some of them are from our leadership team. Some of them are just playing different roles than they played. But 25 years ago, they were in your shoes. They joined this team and went, oh, what's this going to be like? I've worked for Cambridge Memorial Ambulance for 10 years. What's it going to be like with the region? And here we are 25 years later. And the growth and the evolution of our service, it's a completely different service than it was 25 years ago. And it's important that we acknowledge that, and during the year we're going to continue to acknowledge that. It's also important that we reflect on it because we are one of the fastest growing regions or municipalities or areas in the country, and we expect to reach 1 million residents by the year 2050, which may seem far away, but that's only 25 years from now. And so for some of you, hopefully all of you, I hope all of you, you're all working here 25 years from now, contributing to our service, maybe as a frontline paramedic, maybe in leadership, maybe in education, maybe in teaching, maybe in other ways. But think about, it seems like for people like me who were in the system 25 years ago, I blinked and suddenly here we are in 2025. So it may seem, I'm looking at some of you going like, that's so far away. It may seem like it's far away, but you're gonna blink and suddenly you're gonna be the guy with gray hair, wondering if you can get a good night's sleep or any of those things, and you're gonna be like, oh my God, we just survived 25 years and thrived through 25 years. So I imagine, it'll be interesting to think what it's like when 25 years from now, and hopefully I'm around to see that. Not as chief, by the way, I'll be retired by then. And so I sincerely hope that you'll still be here in 2050 providing care and leadership to our community. As you've already heard today, this job is not an easy one. There are many challenges we all face, and to our new staff, I say welcome to the party. Just like our service, the healthcare system and hospital partners are under immense pressure. And it can often feel like we're holding everything together with a warm smile, IV tape, and defibrillator pads. Our service continues to see increases in 911 call volumes with unprecedented demand for our expertise and now your expertise. With the support of Regional Council, we will rise to meet those demands and achieve the goals of the Regional Strategic Plan and two of those important pillars, providing equitable services and opportunities and being a resilient and future-ready organization. We are committed to being an inclusive workplace and addressing the needs of all patients and staff. And despite these challenges, this is also an amazing time of great opportunity, which you've already heard about today. Our paramedic profession is evolving more rapidly than ever. When I started in 1995, the idea of paramedics responding to 911 calls and then saying, no, you're not going to the hospital, we're going to put you on this alternate pathway instead, was not even, it wasn't even, it was a pipe dream for those of us that were here 25 years ago or 30 years ago, and now it's happening. So some really wonderful opportunities. Many of us remember when we were known as ambulance drivers or ambulance attendants, and our primary role is just transporting patients to hospital. Today we have proactive programs like community paramedicine, which is helping patients stay healthy and at home so they don't need to call 911. And then, as Chair Redmond already acknowledged, last week we finally had MPDS implemented for our region, which is, for those of you who didn't work in the pre-system, because you're all, most of you are new, That is an evolutionary, massive change and improvement in how we're going to deliver service to the community. And kudos to the province for committing to putting MPDS throughout the entire province. And with regional council support, we were able to get our implementation brought up by about 18 months. So you were joining while it's coming on. And we've already seen the results of that. And I'm hoping to be able to report to council in the future that we never have a code zero again because of things like MPDS and better resource management. The Ontario Paramedic System and our service is committed to alternative models of care, which I've already mentioned, that provide patients the right care at the right time from the right provider while easing pressure on system partners. This is exciting work, and I know we can achieve great things together. I also want to share with you 4 important themes to begin your career. The first is about support. You've had support throughout your journey, as Rose has already acknowledged in representing you today. And your support network only grows as you've joined our team. To illustrate this, I'd like some audience participation here, if you'll indulge me. As I call out various teams or various groups, please stand and remain standing. For the recruits, you just sit and watch this, okay? So if you're from Human Resources, could you please stand? Is there anybody here from Human Resources today? Not yet, okay. Talent acquisition, normally there's people here from Human Resources. Is Kelly back there? She's not. From finance, can you please stay, Jenna? I know you're here, thank you. From our logistics and support team, please stand. From professional practice, training, and quality assurance, please stand. If you're a preceptor, please stand. Training or service instructors, I already mentioned, but in case you didn't get the message, please stand. Okay. If you're from paramedics or QP 5191, please stand. Community paramedicine, if there's anybody here from there, I'm not sure. There might be out supporting calls, okay. Operations leadership, so our commanders and deputy chiefs, please stand. If you're from wellness or return to work, please stand. I know Wendy's here somewhere. Where is she? There she is, thank you. From our administrative team, they're all standing at the back because they absolutely refuse to take credit for anything, so they're already standing at the back. Anybody from our senior leadership at the region, please stand. And allied agencies, I know we have people here from Waterloo Regional Police and Waterloo Fire, please stand. And from public health and other departments, and finally Dr. Wong, Dr. Miller, and base hospital staff, and then finally Chair Redmond and regional council members, please stand if you will. And most importantly, if you're from family or a loved one of somebody up here today, please stand. So, to our recruits, this is the moment that always gives me goosebumps. It may not give you goosebumps, but indulge me. Look around. This is a small representation of the large and dedicated support team behind you. Everyone here is cheering for your success. Everyone here is going to be there when you have some struggles at your workplace. Everybody is here to help you, and they're here for your guidance. So I just want you to take a moment to soak in that this is just a small representative of all those people that are behind you. Thank you. Please be seated. Thank you very much. My next theme is about appreciation. Take time to appreciate how hard you've worked and how far you've come. As you've heard from Rose today, and even though I'm an old dog, I do remember what it was like going to school. I do remember what the sleepless nights were like for studying. I do remember what it was like going, have I chosen the right career? I do remember those things. But this is one milestone of many that you're gonna experience over the next few years. And so take the moment to celebrate your success just as we are celebrating you today. My next theme is about accountability. Healthcare is complex, and mistakes in delivering healthcare can, will, and do happen, okay? You are human beings. You want to get it right every time, but there will be times you may not. And I want to tell you that that's okay. Learn from those experiences. Learn when you make a mistake. Become a better paramedic from those experiences. Every veteran paramedic who's here today, every veteran healthcare provider here today will tell you that it is the mistakes they made that helped them grow as professional patient care providers. It was not the successes. The successes are great. Helping a cardiac arrest patient survive is clearly a big milestone. Delivering a baby is clearly a happy and big milestone. My hat keeps falling off here. But it's the mistakes you made when those calls don't go well that make you a better paramedic. So please make sure that you learn from those experiences. And I'll just tell you a quick humorous story about myself. I was a young paramedic, thought I was it. Thought I was the guy. And I was working with an ACP. We went to a call for an elderly patient who was suffering from congestive heart failure, and she had fulminating pulmonary edema, so she was drowning. And my ACP was freaking out a little bit because this lady, it's one of those calls where you're like, what we do now she will either survive or she won't, kind of thing, right? And so he said to me, I know you're only a PCP, but do you think you can draw up all the medication that I need to do, dilute the medication with the saline and all those types of things, right? So I said, yeah, I can do that because I'm it, right? And I grabbed a syringe, and back then we didn't have any of these safety or blunt needles or different small, like 10 cc things of saline. So I thought, where am I going to get the saline from to dilute the morphine? And I thought, oh, I'll take it from the IV bag that he was starting an IV on the patient, right? So again, instead of using the IV port, I poked the bag directly. So anybody in healthcare knows exactly what happened here, right? So I get 9 cc's of saline, no problem, that works out, and I pull the syringe out. Now there's a hole in the IV bag, and a stream of saline hits my partner directly in the forehead as he's starting the IV. True story, this is what happened. If I could have crawled into a hole and never come out again, I would have done that. Like I would have been, they're never gonna want me back, oh my God, they think I'm an idiot. So I went from thinking I was the guy to very quickly realizing, oh, I don't know nothing, right? So my point to that is I survived that story, and I've got a few more for another venue and another time to talk about. But my point to that is to make sure that, to acknowledge for you that you're gonna make those mistakes. Hopefully nothing as silly as that one, but you're gonna make mistakes. Things are gonna happen. You're not gonna have your best day. But learn from it, be accountable for it, be honest for it. When Dr. Miller calls and says, tell me about that call, tell him everything about that call so you can learn from it, right? So that's about accountability. And the next thing is about growth. Commit to lifelong learning and personal development. Be fiercely dedicated to your physical and mental health and to finding a healthy work-life balance. Most of us, at my age and tenure in the organization, and I look at there's a lot of veterans here in the room today, will tell you that when we started, this concept of work-life balance and taking care of your mental health, it just was not discussed, just did not come up. It was not as well socialized as it is now. Which brings me to the single most important priority for this service. We can buy new ambulances, we can hire new staff, we can make sure our deployment plan is really strong, get paramedics their time off, all those things. They're very, very important. But the other thing we need to continue to work on is effective mental health supports and a strategy for all of you. But it's important for you to realize that the service can only do so much. We can put all the resources there, we can get you better mental health benefits, we can make sure we have a peer support team, which we do, and have an excellent clinical consultant for the peer support team. All those things are there. But that's only part of the equation. The other part of the equation is your personal commitment to mental health. Does that make sense to all of you? It doesn't matter. I can put all the resources. Dr. Wong and Regional Chair Redmond and everybody can say, yep, you have the money for that. If you don't take advantage of it, if you don't use it, if you don't take care of your mental health, none of that matters, okay? So please really be very focused on that. The other thing I would say to you about that is, for those of you that are really new in the career, please make sure you find, if you don't already have one, find a mental health provider now. Now, I talked to you about this on your first day, right? Commit to finding a mental health provider now. This has never been more important to me than it is now because I have a son who's entering the emergency services, as I already told you, and now as a parent, I'm watching this and I can imagine all the parents in the room are like, how is my baby gonna be healthy? How am I gonna take care of that? And for my firstborn to watch him go through this, it's a big, big deal. And it was a big deal before he went through it, but now it's even more poignant for me, right? So please make sure you get a mental health provider and do regular checkups, just like you go to the dentist. You go to the dentist every 8-9 months or whatever it is, why aren't you going to see a mental health provider regularly before you have a traumatic experience at work and need that person, okay? So make sure you do that. I would also like to sincerely thank, I've already acknowledged you once, but for all the family members and loved ones here and who couldn't be here today. Your presence today symbolizes your love and support for your special someone and their journey. Without question, it is the support of our families and loved ones that helps any of us succeed in any profession, but never more so important than in our profession. You have cheered them on through college programs or perhaps supported them through relocating here. There are some paramedics here who've come with experience from other services. We're really thankful to have you here, but I know you wouldn't have been able to make that relocation without the support of your loved ones. Thank you for sharing your loved ones with their new work family and for being there when they have tough days. This support role is crucial as our paramedics face the many stresses of the profession. In closing, the paramedic journey will continue. We will evolve. We have no choice but to evolve, really, and we will improve and grow as a profession and as a human-centered service for our community. We have much work to do, but much to celebrate as well. My heartfelt congratulations to all of you, the newest members of our family. This recognition is richly deserved, and as you gain confidence and expertise, my final ask is that when you are ready, you pay it forward. That is how this service is built. Everybody here, it doesn't matter rank, if you've been here a long time, someone helped each one of us along the way, and the underlying culture of the paramedic profession is to pay that forward. So when you're ready, take the mantle, become a preceptor, become a service instructor, become a designated superintendent, and pay it forward. Be inclusive, be patient, be kind, be good to yourself, and support each other. Welcome to our family. We're proud of you. Thank you.
To conclude our ceremony, it is our honor to invite Rylan Cormier up. She was selected by her classmates to read the paramedic prayer on behalf of her recruit class 2025-02.
Grant us the strength to deliver emergency medical care with skillful hands and a compassionate heart. Give us the courage and ability to render our professional skills when called upon and lives are on the line. Help to guide our hands with love and care as we bring new life into this world. Let us ease the suffering of others from day to day. And finally, to us, accept our fate and the fate of others with a clear mind and an open heart. By the grace of our beliefs, we go.
Do you think you might have taken one more sheet with you when you packed up there? You sure did. Oh no, I got it. I apologize. I was wrong. Okay. Yeah, write that down. That concludes our ceremony. Thank you all for joining us as we celebrate the addition of these 24 recruits and our 25th anniversary of the Region of Waterloo Paramedic Services. It is truly inspiring to see the legacy of excellence, dedication, and service passed from one class to the next. To our 24 new recruits, the road ahead will have its challenges, but know this: you are never alone. You're now part of a community that supports you, trusts you, and believes in you. Let your dedication, skill, humility, and compassion guide you throughout every call. Let the bonds you build here carry you through even the toughest moments. Following the ceremony, please join us for a reception in the garage. Over there, okay. The delicious charcuterie board you'll enjoy was lovingly prepared by our wonderful admin team. Big thanks to Lisa, Gail, Cheyenne, Tina, and Emily. And thanks to our friend Kevin from Hissing Goose Coffee, who will make sure that we stay warm, caffeinated, and ready to celebrate. So for now, the recruits and dignitaries will be marched off, but they will return shortly for a group photograph. After the photos, the ambulances here will be available for anyone who wants to have a closer look or a photo op. And again, we invite everyone to mingle, celebrate, and enjoy the reception afterwards. So please rise for the departure of our paramedic recruits and dignitaries.